Yeah, I would imagine so, but okay, so
off lane
Yeah,
Wraith
it is.
King.
Okay, so you want to lane the Terrorblade into the Doom and try to win that lane.
Thank you very much. Game number 2 indeed between Tundra and BETBOOM. Expect BETBOOM to come out swinging, Cinderman. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a little bit, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, that they have something to prove after the last game, but I think they feel like with that game 1 performance, just a little bit of adjustment and that one would have been theirs. So, and you also saw in the player camps, they didn't look too,
Yes.
should potentially be tough, but laning with Coddle might help a lot. Blinding Light is actually an extremely powerful ability against Ursa in lane. So depending on how Soxa chooses to skill, you could maybe even go 0-1-1. There's different options. I'm curious to see this one, but I'm in big agreement with panel's assessment that they have nothing against Storm, and that's single time.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
My
Kind of weird.
my gut feel is that it's
I feel like BZM has a lot of kill potential once he gets to level 3 or so. What exactly are you arrowing? You have 1 stun to set up an arrow,
Yeah.
potentially, and that's not even a long stun.
big charges and not enough gold for a bottle yet.
Kateomi on the other side is going to get killed by the skeletons. No. 33, though, has a lot of Fury swipes stacked on him, and Pure, it looks like he's just going to claim it unless...
Nope,
Is that...
get it.
I can't even tell if he got the kill or not.
He did.
Okay. I thought it might have been the creep. How would you even know with the creeps, the neutrals?
How you would know before it
Yeah.
comes in?
Yeah.
By paying attention to who hit.
Well, nobody does
And
that.
it was the Ursa.
Nobody does that, Cinder.
Well, I paid attention to it. But
Those
I'm
creeps
weird.
hit really hard.
Yes.
Whatever the hell else he plays is 33.
They're getting
gonna
him
get
again
chased
despite the
down.
blinding light. This is a very big kill.
Did the creep get that kill?
No, it was
No,
Kateomi.
it's Kateomi this time.
So based on the, ironically, had they not put pressure on the silencer, the lane might have gone way better because it cost them so many resources.
Crystallis is going to go down in the bot lane. Save.
Okay.
Looks like he'll survive, so...
Pointed out, Bristol does have aggressive potential until Storm is 6, after which you obviously can't do anything aggressive. But BZM,
Yeah,
he's actually...
he is going to go down to GPK. So all 3 lanes, we've seen kills going the way of BETBOOM.
To just continue where he left off. Wraithfire Blast. Pure with the early
Soxa's
phase
just-
boots. Soxa's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, this is not
Pop the salve
this
as well as
is not
33
good for
will be
Tundra.
dropping
oh my
as
God.
well.
Who do you think killed him? Could it be Kateomi? Yes,
Or was it
was.
the creep?
It
No.
was indeed
The creeps have
Kateomi.
0 kills so far this game
Yeah,
somehow.
that
It's
is
crazy.
correct. Doesn't help anyone. It's already happened. And now again, 33.
Oh boy, blood grenade to
Okay.
slow him down. Pure.
It's time to stop laning. It's time to stop Pure.
Yeah.
Well, 33. It's not time to stop Pure. Pure can keep going.
My God, Kateomi's getting all these kills, by the way. As we see a whip in the mid lane. Save is there as GPK will get another kill onto BZM. This...
All of them.
Yeah, of course.
Miero.
All right, will this be the first kill for Tundra? Arrow does
rhymes
hit,
with.
and Whitemon will claim it.
Doesn't need a setup.
So
soon.
finally on the
That
board.
good.
Yeah, Save is here as well, trying to bait him in a little bit deeper because Kateomi out of mana. Under the
33
tier
is
1.
level 3.
Yeah, he is a creep.
This is not good. Level 4 coming up just now. Wraith King obviously has the Bone Guard to do it with. And you can buy whatever you want. You can go Radiance if you're having a good game as the offlane Wraith King. You can go this Drums Blink path. I think you can buy like Pipe Vlads in an
boy.
Aura type game for Crystallis, by the way.
This is quite the chase. Crystallis
Yep.
leading 3 members of
Okay, well,
BETBOOM.
now he's
Doom
very-
is applied to the whip, and down he goes.
Unslow that sets up all of Murta's spells. Or if you're playing with something like the AA position 4, but it's banned every game.
Has some action here. Kateomi taken
okay.
out as Crystallis in his meta form.
It's actually such a big kill. He was worth a ton. He was 4-0. You have for that? Now that he has the drum, they're obviously better than usual. So, BZM.
Oh, they're actually going to go on him here. The dart is applied to him. A little bit of assistance from Soxa is needed. As GPK virtually out of mana at this point.
So yeah, I would definitely say Wraith King can
BZM,
recover.
he gets whipped. Is the Arcane Curse going to be enough? It is. Kateomi with another kill on Silencer. Brain drain. And
to have a frame of reference for how good or bad it is. Because a lot of the time with Dota, when new tech comes in like this, sometimes the teams overrate it, sometimes they underrate it. I want to see more sample for it.
Pure too busy hitting those creps.
The classic gets stomped in lane in to take tower minute 12. We all know and love it.
Indeed.
We'll get it.
Eventually he'll right-click it. Gonna catapult his farm now as they're going to pressure the tier 1 bot. As Pure, well, they have the Wraith Fire Blast into the arrow, into the Illuminate. Pure pops the Enrage with the Blinding Light to bring him back into the arms of the Wraith King. They have the Global Silence. 33 really wants this kill. It might get him killed in turn, though. Moonlight Shadow for the potential getaway. They don't have Dust. They're actually going to get Wraithfire Blast onto GPK, who's pretty low on mana. Now the arrow is tanked by Save, though. Big Starstorm. Not going to find a kill on either side, though, it seems. Very close.
That's how it works for me.
Arrow tanked by the creep.
Yep, thanks for bringing that up. That was very relevant. He's going to dive him.
I
brought that up.
That's an easy kill.
Yeah, I thought that was relevant, so I said it.
Slightly. And tier 1 tower will fall in favor of BETBOOM. They might run into him, and then they'll realize they have essentially one targeted stun, so it will be difficult.
Whitemon is somewhat close to having a
Oh, the high ground for BETBOOM. Arrow coming from Yarrow.
Yeah.
Able to sidestep it, though. 33's in a lot of trouble. That is... he's just dead, actually. He didn't...
He's pulled his ult while dying.
Oh, while dying. Okay,
Yep.
Very good.
That works. That's why it
Starstorm
didn't matter last
comes
time.
out. Wheel of Wonder placed, but can they get this kill a second time is the question. 33 will die finally.
Did he die to a creep?
Onto the high ground, BETBOOM goes, but the Ursa actually gets arrowed. Pure is dead. This potentially sets up a free Tormentor for Tundra. So a huge turnaround, huge turn of events in general.
So pardon my ignorance for that top play. He was not ice cold when he held his ulti point. I forgot that. You can just skill extremely reliant on getting something done
BZM
early.
with the blade mail. Arrow's not going to hit here. Wheel of Wonder placed as well. BZM mega dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he went through the same thought process as I did, I guess. Well, there goes the tower.
Tower dead, but a big zip from GPK. They don't have the stuns. Miero is getting melted, though. He dies right off the bat. Can't even get off the Doom whatsoever. And looking for the Sunder is Crystallis. And he's going to use it on a teammate.
Okay.
Feels like he's gotten every rune. As Whitemon's going to set up his own arrow. Save. Going to box himself as GPK comes in to delete the Mirana. But they have one stun, and that's it. GPK should be fine. Has the haste rune as well. Talked about it ad nauseum. The lack of stuns coming out from Tundra is going to be hard to deal with. A hero that can just zip away like that.
There's global as well. There's no way. Arrow.
Overall, I mean, that's going to align pretty closely to the Radiance as well. That's 33. Maybe not if he dies here. That's life number 1. Nobody is really that close. Soxa still has to make a run up. Get the dust off. They could probably just kill him from afar, and that is exactly what they will do. As the box placed on Cat Daomi. Meanwhile, bottom, though, Pure initially got arrowed, and he's just going to go through the gate because they have nothing to stun him.
You probably feel like, okay, well, if I'm meeting my usual somewhat timings, then
Whitemon will get darted, and GPK will close the gap and destroy. Soxa does live, though.
I guess he's anticipating the Terrorblade Orchid, so now Crystallis will be dependent on allies instead of on Miero.
Oh, they're going to use global, but I feel like Tundra were actually backing away before that even went off. Now they can come back in as Pure jumps in. He has the Aegis available to him as Miero just getting destroyed. He is dead just like that. Tier 1 tower as well, 33. Try to focus now on Pure. He's going to hit by a dart from the outskirts as the Aegis is already gone.
How's he going to get out there?
And now he is completely surrounded. He's going to get Wraithfire blasted. There's the box to try to keep him alive a little bit longer, but BZM company is just going to focus him down as Pure just dies under the cover of his tier 2 tower. Wheel of Wonder used not even to full effect because Save dies shortly after, and this is now a tier 2 for Tundra. What the hell is going on?
This is actually such an insanely strong timing that they just found with that. Getting that Ags and getting that play going, BETBOOM just couldn't deal with in that instant.
Well, they'll find one
Whitemon again. He's having a bit of a rough one.
Oh, now they have the timing of double BKB.
Yeah, this is a strong timing for BETBOOM. We saw the last one from Tundra. This time it's BETBOOM.
Oh, damage taken by GPK. Hairball applied as BZM throwing out those snot rockets.
That's not it.
Arrow will. What's that?
Snot rocket is a facet.
Yeah, but I just like saying the snot. 33 is going to get this tower pretty much uncontested now.
Yeah, trying to think of what the overall mindset is with the C here. When you have Bristle and Terrorblade in your team, that sounds awesome. So
GPK with the damage.
Arrow.
Rune, he's gonna get, oh my god, do they have the damage on top of this? And the global silence is blazed. GPK gets orchid and
Wait,
he used
what?
the BKB. Oh my god, couldn't have been worse. Is they're gonna go deep into the base here. The box will keep one alive as BZM with the blade mail. Spotlight is placed. As Crystal is focusing down Doom from afar, Miero in a lot of trouble. Has to use the BKB so close to Fountain. And the damage from Crystal and company is overwhelming. Fortifications there. Storm is up in 10 seconds. I don't even know if you can get this full racks. We'll see. But again, they don't have the global silence to work with, and they don't have the BKB on the Storm.
Still have meta for...
Blink online. Miero looking for a Doom target. Gonna reposition as 33 jumps in, gets the Ray Fire Blast, but the arrow is gonna connect onto the silencer. Down goes Cat to Omi. Pure slowed to a crawl. There's a zip-in from GPK, gonna stun BZM. Gets off the blade mail. The Wheel of Wonder gonna be completely avoided as Chrysalis can just focus on the buildings now, but they isolate the Bristleback. They doom the Bristleback. And down goes, oh, the thunder from Crystallis saves him. And Pure looks like he'll get a little snack in Soxa as the Melee Rex is not quite dead at the moment. Will it actually survive? It looks like it will. A couple more hits would have been enough, but Tundra, maybe they're gonna go back in actually. BETBOOM still at the disadvantage, but they will get the Roche to try to equalize things.
It is interesting to see the makeup of the fights, though. It's
what a dumb innate. As oh, they're gonna find an opening onto the Ursa. This is the Aegis for Pure. He's gonna have to use the BKB in retreat.
some things never change.
Yes.
So BZM will have that.
No, the jump in from Miero. Kataomi in the tree line, but Soxa is gonna use the Will-O-Wisp onto Miero. And Miero has to pop the BKB. Trying to take out 33, but he's getting healed just a slight amount by the Lotus.
Trying to get in and maybe get a slow.
Is actually nobody gonna die here? It looks to be the case.
He's relatively easy to kill relative to his output.
Oh, save. He's spotted. Big hairball onto several heroes as Pure's going to get stunned, but there's the global silence to potentially disengage, although GPK going in very deep. Wheel of Wonder is placed as well as Crystallis gets done. He is dead. No way to get back in this game, and that is the first life from the Wraith King as well as 33 trying to reposition. He's going to tank up another dart, and Pure is just decimating him with his claws. Finally gets Yules up in the air. The kiting of Ursa continues, but the big zip in, 33 looks to be dead. We'll take one life from Pure, but that is just the Aegis. As GPK was being chased, but it looks like he's going to be A-OK. And Pure and GPK gonna team up to take out Soxa in turn, and Whitemon onto the low ground. Really wants GPK. Oh, he actually ended up running into the arrow there. So they finally get one kill, but BETBOOM gonna be super happy with this, unless
Not sure how happy they'll be after this.
He's all alone.
BZM is
Getting some backup via save. As Kataomi coming in as well, gets a Curse Crown as well. That is not the right hero center. That is Dark Willow. In fact, it's BZM. Oh, forced out the Ghost Step from Kataomi. Looks like he's going to live here. And BZM really wants something to take home with him. But unfortunately, it looks like it might just be his death instead. Although he's very low. Spotlight is placed. Oh. And there's the last right click from the Blink from Pure.
For the Bristol. This might be the type of game where you choose to take Doom Applies Break because of Bristol. It's an option, at least.
Yeah, potentially. It's BZM. Gonna lead in the charge here. They find the Ursa, the Will-O-Wisp, super annoying. Uses the Ogre Seal Totem, still within the Will-O-Wisp, though. The arrow not gonna be there because of the BKB from Pure. Trying to focus down BZM with the Blade Mail, but he's gonna walk away. Wraith Fire Blast is applied. Zip in from GPK. Gonna use the BKB with the Wheel of Wonder being placed as well, but this time Crystal is able to get away. In fact, it's just onto the Wraith King. That's life number 1.
Uh-oh.
As Miero getting force-staffed, trying to TP, but the Wraith Fire Blast is there. He gets boxed up, but it feels inevitable that he will drop here as BZM trying to find another target to go on. It's a 5 versus 4 in favor of Tundra on the doorsteps of BETBOOM's base. Save gets destroyed here. Pure now surrounded, slowed to a crawl. He has nothing to work with, as Kataomi can only watch from afar as he is decimated. 3 dead for BETBOOM. No buybacks on these cores. Save buys back, but that's the only one that they have. Now this tier 4 getting destroyed very swiftly by Tundra. The Spotlight's going to do pretty good work against the illusions of Crystallis. They get the melee racks, but now they can just go for Throne. There should be another fortification as Zippin from GPK. They don't have many stuns to work with. He gets Orchid at the last moment, though. The Yules, can they set up an arrow? Can they set up another stun? They do! He gets boxed after the fact, though. And they're just going to call GG before GPK even dies. He doesn't, in fact, die. But regardless, 2-0 for Tundra, which means they go to the upper bracket, BETBOOM to the lower.
Damn. That was a really cool game to watch in terms of overall strategy. With the start that Tundra had in their 2 side lanes, you would not have imagined them sieging high ground in this fashion at this time, but